Hey! 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 Listen up. Listen up. I'm going to tell you how to make something that's really, really good. It's a sweet corn cobbler. It's very good. Listen up. Pay attention to this recipe. I'm going to show you how to make it real quick. But you know, in there in your kitchen, if you have a measuring cup, it's a good place to keep a goldfish in yonder. That's about all they're good for. Also, you can put a betta fish in there if you want to. I'm not going to be fooling around. I'm going to get this recipe made because it's really, really, really good. But this right here is that self-rising flour. Do you see it? Hey, listen up. I'm going to show you how to make a sweet corn cobbler. It's downright good. This right here is that self-rising flour. And you put about I'm going to say a cup of self-rising flour. I wouldn't sift it if I was you. Use it like it is. And even though it's self-rising, we're going to put a little bit of baking powders in there. Did you see about how many I put in there? Sugar, put you about a cup, 1 cup of granulated sugar. I mean, if you get a little bit more than a cup, which I think I probably did, it's still good. Just put her in there, and anytime you're using sugar, you should have a couple dashes of salt, which put them in there. Stir it up. If you want to, use a spoon. I'm going to put some milk in there. It's some skim milk. I'm going to put about a cup, and we stir this up. It should be kind of on the thin side. This recipe right here, of all the recipes, I think this is the best. I have no idea what I'm going to use, what recipe I will cook next out of my vast repertoire of recipes. We got that in there, and I'm going to show you something. I've got the dish in the oven at about 350 degrees, and it's preheating, and I'm going to get that out, and then I'll come back and show you something. This right here is that there pan that I had in the oven it's about a half a stick of butter in yonder melted, and I'm going to pour this batter that we just made. I'm going to put that in there, and this right here is corn. It's really, really good. And you pour this corn right yonder on top of that there. Put the whole thing in there. This is really, really good. It's a sweet corn cobbler. This is that other kind of corn. It's creamed. And you just go along and kind of make your 2 rows up the side. Just get her done. Don't be fooling but don't spend any extra time on this. You see what we got there? It's most beautiful right here on the side. I can tell you that. I'm going to put this in the oven. You know, just shove her in there. It's hot. I'm going to put this in the oven for about 45 minutes at 350 degrees or so, and then I'm going to come back and show it to you. It's a sweet corn cobbler. Okay, let's get serious about this sweet corn cobbler. I just brought it out of the oven, 375 for about 45 minutes. You see that bubbling going on there in the middle and around the side? It's a sweet corn cobbler. I'm going to let it set on the sideboard over there, and then I'm going to come back and dish us up. Sweet corn cobbler. It may be the best recipe to date. It's going to be hard for me to beat this recipe. By all means, try it. A sweet corn cobbler. Okay. It's time to serve us your sweet corn cobbler. So we're going to get her done. This of all of the recipes that I have cooked so far, this is the best. You will not be disappointed with this sweet corn cobbler. You would serve it just as so. And I'm actually going to turn one upside down so you can see what it looks like. You saw how easy it was to prepare, but you see that the caramelization on the bottom of this corn, and if you prefer, I mean, just go ahead and serve it that way. Nothing wrong with it. It's a sweet corn cobbler. The way you would serve these two dishes is, I recommend that you use sliced tomatoes as a garnishment. I'm going to say too, it's a sweet corn cobbler. I present this to the world from the east coast of Arkansas. It's a sweet corn cobbler, and yes, this is very good. If you would like a little bit of sea salt, just a dash, to enliven the flavor in the tomato, this is almost cooked to perfection. Leave a comment. It can even be enjoyed as a side dish there at the dinner table, or I suggest to serve it as a dessert. I mean, you could even throw a scoop of ice cream on there and it would be good. Some cheese, not saying that it needs it, this is good. And occasionally we do cook something that is just, I submit this as being the recipe of the year, and I take full responsibility for this recipe. It's a sweet corn cobbler. Just remember, you heard it here first. This is good.